Hey everybody, Josh Sigurdson of World Alternative Media here, and now the VP of the CATO Institute is attacking Dr. Ron Paul. First, I'll quickly read you an article by the Liberty Conservative written by Alex Wittislawski, and then I'll get right to it. The article starts saying, in a series of tweets Wednesday afternoon, CATO Institute Vice President of Research Brink Lindsey called Ron Paul a xenophobe, conspiracy theorist, and Paul's philosophy a hideous corruption of libertarian ideas. In two back-to-back tweets, the CATO VP stated that the most prominent libertarian voice of recent times, Ron Paul, opposed all trade agreements and promoted anti-trade conspiracy theories. And Ron Paul's xenophobia was a hideous corruption of libertarian ideas and put his movement in the Trumpism family tree. Following his attack on Ron Paul, Lindsey also attacked libertarian theorist and luminary Murray Rothbard, whom Ron Paul had called the founder of modern libertarian movement. In the tweet, Lindsey blamed Rothbard for the ugly, illiberal streak within the libertarian movement. This is not the first time that Lindsey attacked Ron Paul or the people surrounding him. In a 2007 article authored by Chris Hayes for The Nation, Lindsey described Ron Paul supporters as a weird group of people consisting of libertarians, anti-war types, nationalists, and xenophobes. Brink Lindsey has a long history of promoting views at odds with the grassroots libertarians, xenophobes, and anti-war types he derides. For example, in 2002, Lindsey expressed his support for the Iraq War, the 1991 Gulf War, war in North Korea, and other globalist interventions in Reason, stating that he would support military action against Iraq even if 9/11 had never happened and there were no such thing as Al-Qaeda. The root cause of Lindsey's disagreement with libertarians like Ron Paul and Murray Rothbard is their support for a libertarian alliance with the right wing. In a short article published in Reason in 2010, Lindsey argued that libertarians need to disengage from Republicans and conservatives once and for all. In Liberalitarians, an article written for The New Republic in 2006, the CATO VP championed the progress liberals made on issues like secularization of society, legalization of abortion, and increasing immigration. He also, however, erroneously predicted that the movement's fusionist alliance between traditionalists and libertarians appears at long last to be falling apart. So let's pick this sewage apart. So, Ron Paul's opposed to all free trade. Well, no, that's not true. He supports trade outside of government dictation, especially global government dictation. When governments are involved in the markets aren't free. It's a very simple concept. And Dr. Ron Paul is a conspiracy theorist? Well, first of all, let's not talk about people as crazy because they question things. That is one of our responsibilities as free individuals, is to question things, to get to the bottom of things, to have objective thought. And Ron Paul has been vindicated hundreds of times. I mean, for example, check out his What If speech from 2002. Yes, Ron Paul talks about false flags. Well, false flags are absolutely real. They exist. Anyone who says they don't haven't spent a mere second researching them outside of Salon magazine. Now, xenophobe? There's never been any evidence of that. It's an absolutely absurd statement. This whole theory is based on what someone said 25 years ago in a newsletter, and it wasn't even a racist statement. It was just attacking the rise of SJWs and their intolerant actions. This theory about Ron Paul being a xenophobe or racist or whatever is actually a true conspiracy theory that has no ground. Who's falsely theorizing about nonsense now? And libertarians can't be racist because it serves the notion of collectivism rather than the libertarian ideal of judging by individuals, not broad strokes. Lindsey is, I suppose, an example of the socialist libertarians from hundreds of years ago. Ancient history. He's a war hawk, he's a control freak, and he's an absolute statist. The CATO Institute is garbage. They're war-supporting leftists that call themselves libertarians. The reason libertarians work to bring over conservatives is because they support smaller government than liberals and are more likely to understand the value of not just small government, but voluntarism in the long run. How do you think you turn people to your side? You don't ignore them, you don't shun them, you talk with them, you have conversations, and you work with them in certain ways in order to eradicate the very real problem of statism. Yes, you work with the left as well, but I mean, it makes more sense for libertarians to work alongside conservatives than socialists or communists. Again, it's not a difficult thing for people to comprehend, but of course, Brink Lindsey can't tell the difference between his feet and his hands. The establishment's so-called libertarians are falling apart at the seams. No true libertarian actually believes anything the CATO Institute says. Statists want to hijack a movement of individual liberty and free markets. Get lost, CATO Institute. Your time is over. Thanks for watching, everyone. You can check the links below. GoFundMe, Patreon. We can't do it without you. Any donation is very much appreciated, especially in these times when we are getting demonetized and censored so bad. You can also check our address for Bitcoin in the description and the comments, as well as on the screen for you to scan if you please. Also check the link below for the Red Pill Expo, where you could buy tickets to an event where you can see people like G. Edward Griffin, Robert Kiyosaki, Lord Monckton, James Corbett, Cynthia McKinney, Ty Bollinger, Mike Adams, and so many other great names speak. It's in Bozeman, Montana in June, and we hope to see you there. Until next time, this is Josh Sigurdson signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change.